All right, we're down here on top of the camper today. We're going to get this thing ready for the first Windrock trip of the season. I'm using Simple Green. We're basically going to clean off all of the top of the roof, including the air conditioner tops, and apply some UV protectant. So stay tuned. It's going to be a pretty involved video, just kind of showing you what I use, how I do it. And I've been doing this for the last several years and it's worked out well. Let's get to it. So this is what I've used on the camper for a while. This is just Best RV roof cleaner. Really don't use this for the cleaner. I'm using this for the UV blocker, so I'll actually go back over and pour some of this down after I get the roof clean with Simple Green. As you can see, last year I did a really good job about doing my sealant. No leaks that I can find. We did add this air conditioner last year, no leaks there. So it's a really good time to just go through and inspect the whole camper roof. I think the manufacturer recommends inspecting it every 90 days. I will admit I have not inspected mine every 90 days, but probably pretty close to it. All this sealant's in really good shape, no cracks, it's all still smooth. And this only has about a year on it, and that goes all the way up to the front. And I highly recommend actually get down on your hands and knees, fill the sealant, make sure that it's good. Because it's so much cheaper to actually go ahead and fix that sealant. I mean, a tube of sealant's, you know, less than 10 bucks, and it's really easy to apply. But let's get to it here. We've got a medium bristle brush. We've got some Simple Green in the bucket, and we're gonna start scrubbing, and you can kind of see what this looks like now. And this will brighten up quite a bit. I really don't go into a, really deep scrubbing. I don't want to like cause any additional wear to the roof. I mainly want to get any, super loose dirt, any stains that I can get out, I will. But I don't spend a whole lot of time trying to get every little stain out. All right, so you can kind of see there I'm just making little small passes. Got a little bit of continuous water pretty much running over the roof the whole time. You definitely want to do this roof wash before you wash the sides of the campers. We'll get into that later in the video. Because all this stuff is going to end up either coming down the gutter, a lot of it's going to come over the side of the camper. We already have some black streaks from, the winter, and I'll show you how to get those off as well. So this is just first pass. I just rinse that off just to kind of show you the difference that one cleaning makes. And I'll probably only do one and then come back through with the Best RV cleaner, which will get a little bit more off, but also put down UV protectant. But the roof's in really good shape. This is a 2017. And the roof is still nice, and it has that nice soft play feel to the surface, so it's doing really well. Okay, so there's a little bit better shot. We basically got up to that line there. I missed the spot right there. It's really easy to see if you missed. Go back over that, and basically I'm just working my way back through. I'll put the UV protectant down, and then I'll probably just go back through and just re-inspect those seals now that they're nice and clean. Make sure you don't have any cracks or anything. I don't expect there'll be a problem. You can kind of see nasty side, mostly clean side. Okay, so we got the roof clean. Got our gutter cleaned out where it's working really well. I did spot a little bit of damage up there on the roof right at the corner of the gutter. Put a little bit of a Turnabond on that probably. As you can see, it makes a really big mess on the side of the camper. So it's not something you want to do before you actually do the roof first, then do the camper. Otherwise, you end up with a big mess. It is super hot out here today. The sun went down for a minute, but I'm gonna try to get this hopefully finished up today. Okay, so kind of started taking the black streaks off. I use a little bit different technique now. I used to get up there and it was really effective. I would take some of this black streak. I've done this in another video. This is the best chemical to take off black streaks off of a camper. It's made by BioClean. I'll put a link down there for an Amazon link. But if you can get a hold of this, this works really good. I put it full strength in a spray bottle, and basically just, you can kind of see here's a little bit of some still left. So what I've switched to doing is take a dry bucket and a dry brush, pour a little bit of that in there full strength, and basically rub. And I do apply a little bit of water before I put it on, just to make the brush where it won't scratch anything or do any damage to the camper. But it's a lot faster to remove probably 90% of the black streaks. Then you can come back through for little areas like this and basically spray some directly on it and use a clean rag, and it'll pull that right off. Really saves a lot of time using the brush. I've got like a medium bristle brush, and I'm just going down the camper and getting most of the black streaks off in one pass. Okay, so most part is gone. Again, I'm gonna probably do this again after this trip, but in 30 minutes, I took off probably 98% of the black streaks. You can kind of see I did not do up top. You can kind of see how bad it was compared to here. I did this whole camper in 30 minutes using that technique right there. Pour the black streak remover in a bucket, dry brush. I do wet it a little bit, wet the camper a little bit before you go applying it, and you can go really, really fast. You can get most of the black streaks off, come back through and get the worst off. That brush actually does really well. And then if you really want to, if you watched my previous videos, when I first started using this product, I would actually come in with a rag and a spray bottle, and that works really well too if you've got really stubborn black streaks. So now we're on to washing it. I'm gonna go over to I use a pressure washer. Not ideal for this type of camper. You just gotta be real careful. Usually I do not use a pressure washer to actually apply any pressure to this. The only reason I have a pressure washer hooked up is because I'm gonna use the foamer, and I'm gonna foam the whole camper, give it a scrub down, and actually use a water hose and water volume to spray the water off. You don't want pressure washer because it'll actually get up underneath this and leak some water in. Anyways, I'm gonna get to that stage, and I'll get back with you here in just a sec. Okay, so I've done a video on this before. This is the foamer that I use. I don't remember the brand, but it's I think I got it at Lowe's or on Amazon. Excuse me. This is the best wash that I found. I use this on the RZR vehicles, everything. Mr. Pink does a really good job in this foamer. So we're basically going to apply this now to the camper now that we've got all the black streaks off. And best I can tell, that also strips off any wax. The black streak remover strips off any wax. So we want to get something back on there. This does really well on both the paint and the plastic and the fiberglass on the camper. Okay, so we basically got everything done. We used the black streak remover to basically get all the black streak, at least off the bottom. Still got some on the top there, didn't quite have time. Big storm rolling in back there. So basically just trying to get this thing wrapped up to make this Windrock trip. Almost got everything put back up before it starts raining. Got the RZR washed, same MO. Basically used the Mr. Pink, some Chemical Brothers. Got the bed out. We're going to do an oil change. Anyway, that'll close out this video, and stay tuned. We'll be doing this next. Thanks for watching.